The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live, Reality Check, featuring in-depth interviews with today's reality TV stars. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, Reality Check.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Black Hollywood Live Reality Check. Happy New Year. We have so much in store for you this year, and we're going to start off with a very special guest. I am so happy to have you in studio, Miss Angela Stevens. How are you, boo?
Hey, girl.
And you already know, because look at her hair. Ain't it laid? From LA hair.
I be trying sometimes or whatever. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Now, we came into Who Run the World Girls by Beyonce. Did you see Channing Tatum lip sync to this?
Baby, he snapped.
It was so good.
First of all, that wig was laid, okay?
I was like, wait a minute.
A nice amount of dark root on it. The blonde was like the perfect tone. It wasn't too, like yellowy. He was whipping that hair around. I'm like, yes, Channing. Like,
right.
All on the floor. He had a fan. I was like, yes, fan.
Yeah.
Come on, fan.
So I'm just trying to figure out how that wig got laid, though. Like, I'm just so confused since you are the expert in her. Let us know, because his hair looking better than mine. I'm like,
easy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to put a wig on someone who doesn't have hair or very little. So, you just get a little lace tape right there, boop, boop, boop. Adhesive.
Oh my gosh.
Good. I'm sure they actually probably secured him all the way around the hairline because the way
he was whipping it.
Baby, he was whipping.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about the top reality TV breakups of 2015.
Oh my God.
Now, mine is Kenya and her invisible boyfriend that she always talked about, but we never saw. And then Miss Piggy and Kermit. I was like, I just can't.
How long have they been together, though?
Miss Piggy and Kermit?
Yeah, like what, 40 years?
Forever. When they broke up, I literally shed a tear. Like, I just can't.
I think they're going to get back together, though.
I hope they do.
Because whoever this other chick is, what's her name? I can't remember. I'm not feeling her, though. Like, she's cool, but she's not fly like Miss Piggy.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a Kardashian.
Oh,
kind of. Well, speaking of, I was really heartbroken when Courtney and Scott broke up.
I didn't believe that either. I don't know why sometimes I'm just so optimistic. I'm like, they're going to get back together. It's cool. They just need a little break. Everybody needs a break.
Well, Scott has a new little thing running around, and they look cute together. She's like a model. She's pretty.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go check the sources on that one. I don't believe it. I mean, there is Star magazine like every day about, like, how can you believe everything you see and hear in these magazines with these people? But I hope that they get back together too. Right. I believe in love, like, real love. Right.
Well, congratulations to Drea. She won the Powerball.
Yes.
Well, I mean, jackpot. She is pregnant by her NFL.
The last time I checked, and I just checked.
Look, that's a jackpot to me. You might as well pretty much had won the Powerball, Drea, because she now is expecting by her boyfriend, Orlando, who is an NFL player. So, cha-ching.
I mean, they don't get paid that much.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, but
it's okay. I'm sure Drea probably has a little more of a coin than he does.
Really? You think so?
I mean, I haven't checked. No, you said no? Drea be hustling. Like, I just love
Drea
her grind.
hustles,
so
but
I think the thing, he just signed a crazy deal. I didn't even know he was that dope of a football player. Like, Oops. But I think her career totally has way more longevity. So, he might.
You think so?
Yeah, like she can continue to manufacture and make things.
That's true.
For years and years to come. But a football career, I mean, you saw concussion. It don't last that long.
Shout out to Will Smith.
Shout out to Will Smith and that accent he was trying to throw on. Like, I was with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy for Drea. I mean, I know people are always in their business and they feel like, oh, they're this and that and they just broke up. But that's how relationships are. That crazy love, like that's what it is.
So you think that they will stay together and this is they're in it for the long run. They're going to get married and live happily ever after.
No, I definitely think I'm going to be looking on the Shade Room for some more drama. And, I mean, it is what it is. We've seen enough. They put out a public statement breakup. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, we know that they obviously love each other. They obviously have this passion for each other that's hot and cold. So I just hope that they work it out for the kids, like all of the kids, you know? So good luck to her. I'm happy. When I saw the picture, I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. But I have baby fever, so I'm happy when anybody's pregnant.
Yeah, well, I smell a new reality show that's going to spin off from all of this. I think so. I would watch it for a couple of episodes to see if it's worth watching.
I would watch too. I'm nosy, so I just like creeping in on people's lives. Like, what are they doing?
Well, speaking of creeping in on people's lives, Kendall and Harry Styles are now officially a couple, or it seems that way. And
Really?
Chloe definitely did say that she was, well, and I quote, the couple was hot and a super great pair. So obviously Harry is going in the right direction. I really like them together. I think that they
make a cute couple.
Such
They
a
really
cute
make a cute couple. But you know, young love doesn't really last, especially when they're in the industry and they have so much going on. It's like, it's hard to maintain that.
I think that this just needs to be something fun and very just like, oh, I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Nothing too hot and heavy, not really serious. But I do love them as a couple. I think that they are absolutely gorgeous.
Very cute.
And Kendall is my favorite of the clan.
Yeah, I'm so with you on that, girl.
Yeah. And then
she's
it's Chloe.
the most like just
normal.
Free. Like she just doesn't care. Like she's making her coin for sure. And a good one.
Let's talk about Kendall. Hello? No, not Kendall. Kylie.
Kylie's making a coin too. Kylie's killing, but she just seems like such an attention whore, and it's like it's just a lot, you know. But she's slaying. Like her photo shoots, slay. Her lip line, slay. Yeah. I mean, everything she does is a slay. I'm not mad at it, but
well, she ain't slaying her relationship because Tyga done cheated on her with a 14-year-old girl. Hello. First of all, what is this fetish with underage girls? Is this a fetish? Do you need to go and seek treatment? What's the deal?
But you know, like child pornography is like one of the highest like viewed looking like porns. Like people are into that, and we just don't know.
You think Tyga's into child porn?
It's a lot of sick people out here. Like for real. I'm not pointing no fingers at anybody, but the fact that he keeps getting younger and younger and younger and younger,
this is gross.
Is telling me something. And I mean, Black China is beautiful, but she looks like a doll. So like he keeps going younger and younger, and he likes doll looking girls. Like that kind of is indicative of like you like babies, like almost. Listen, I'm not gonna say that. That's shady. I don't know his life. I don't know that man's life.
But he letting us know. Like
it just doesn't look good though. It just doesn't look good.
No.
I mean, you know, today's 14-year-old girl is not the same.
I mean, look at her. This is what she looks like.
Yeah, she want to be Kylie. Obviously, she got the
But
hair.
who does Kylie want to be?
Oop.
Because I just can't with none of this. It's like toot your lips back in, wipe off that red lipstick, put some pink lipstick on. No, put some chapstick
you get
on.
A whooping, little girl.
I just can't. And then have the nerve to be on TV crying, I'm just so tired of him texting me. Stop. And then Tyga was like, well, you know, I was just trying to sign her. It was like a deal popping off. Go through management.
And then it turned into a whole relationship and you get this girl's name.
It's just too much. But was it rumored that he was hooking up with someone who was transgendered? I don't know. I just read it a while ago.
It's been a lot of those. I mean, I don't know. He's just questionable to me all the way around. He seems like a goofy. Like, so, not the type of guy I would want to date.
No.
Totally not my
lane. Is he attractive?
He's actually good looking.
Really?
But it's the way he carries himself and the stuff that he does that kind of just makes him lame. Maybe he just
needs to clean himself up a little bit.
I don't know. He just needs to start over, or he need to go back to the hood, get a couple of hood stripes, and maybe that'll help him like snap back into it. You know what I mean? But when you living in this Hollywood world, it's crazy. Yeah, you know it. This Hollywood world is not.
But you know, I stay on the straight and narrow because I ain't got time. I just can't. I just can't. But welcome home, Lamar. He is out of the hospital and he is going to continue his rehab. I'm really happy for him. But I will say that he needs to stay away from the KKK. It ain't good for black folk. Chloe, Courtney, and Kim. I'm just saying it ain't good for black people. History has said. It told you and it will repeat itself. Stay away.
I don't think their family is good for black men, period.
Hello. But you want to know something?
You know what? Men in general, because, I mean, Scott ain't black, and he went through a thing, too. You know what I mean? But he was able to kind of withstand it a little bit better. But it's something that they do to these brothers. I don't like it. I'm just not for it.
We need to report them.
I'm not for it.
Change.org. We need to, like, make a campaign out of it.
They mesmerize them, and then they suck them in, and then they take all of their, like, cool juices from them. And then
all of the cool juices are in the booties.
The cool juices are being sucked out the brothers and
into
put
the
into the booties.
Bam. We done figured it out. We know. So Black History Month, coming up February, we starting that campaign. I'm sorry, Courtney and Cam and Chloe. It just got to be done. But I'm happy that he's home.
I'm sorry. I was so emotional when I found out what happened to him. And it was just like every few hours I was checking the news to see, because like we don't know him, but we definitely have seen so much of him in the media that it just was like a shocker. But he just needs to keep his family close, his real family. Yeah. And not look at the media, not look at the press, because they just have assassinated him. Yeah. You know, they have just completely annihilated his character. And I even saw a video where he was like, you guys tried to take my confidence and take this and take that. And I'm just like, you know what? It's a lot more behind this. Yeah. Like, I just pray Lamar can get it together. Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, I do say that Chloe was there for him based on what we've seen through the media, by his side throughout this process.
As she should be.
But I don't know if she
wives
really
and ex-wives do.
Absolutely.
So I'm happy that she definitely like stepped up and came through for him. And of course we don't know the extent of it, but yeah, you know, anytime somebody's going through something, they shouldn't be shunned. They shouldn't be, you know, mocked. They shouldn't. It should really be about loving them until they can come out of whatever sorrow they're in. You know, and I just don't think that was done in his situation. You know.
Well, congratulations, you have made it home. Just stay on that straight and narrow, and hopefully everything will work out to his benefit. But do you watch The Bachelor?
I don't. I used to watch The Bachelor.
You know what? I'm not mad at you, because I didn't watch The Bachelor because there was never any black girls on, or they would get eliminated the first week.
For us, right.
But Jubilee, the homie, she made it to week 2.
Wait a minute, stop. Her name is Jubilee? What?
You think she gonna make it to week 3? Does Ben want a girl named Jubilee?
Of course her name would be Jubilee. Thanks, Mom. No, I'm just kidding.
And I think that there's 2 other girls who look like they're of a mixed race, but the black girl who America will say, oh, she black.
Is her weave right? Just please. Oh,
her edges ain't laid.
Her name Jubilee and her weave is whack.
And her weave is not joyful. Ain't nothing Jubilee about that. Sorry, girl.
Sisters, listen, okay? If we gonna represent out here, like, let's just make sure our hair is together and we're representing for the sisters that...
But it makes me upset, because it's like, y'all can't find like, I feel like they choose, like, a certain type of black girl to go on these shows. Yeah, totally. Like, so that they won't get chosen. Not to say that Jubilee isn't attractive, but I'm like, do you really see them as a couple? I don't see Ben and Jubilee together in the end. Is this her
in the front, right?
Yeah, in the white, honey. And then look at her outfit. I'm like, Juba.
The dress. Jubes. Why dress?
I just can't. But who knows? Like, she made it to the 2nd week. Will she make it to Black History Month? Will she make it to February? Probably not. They should keep her on, but who knows? And then the other girl in the front row in the white dress, she is of mixed race.
I can't tell which one.
Exactly. I'm the one right in the front row, second to the end in the front row. Go over her right there.
Okay, she got a little texture going on in that hair, I guess. I mean,
then there's a girl named Amber who was the wild card this week, and she's also of mixed race, and I love her so much. But it's just very disappointing that out of all of there's no really, like, there's no Asians, there's no, like, Latino girls. It's just like they all look the same, white and skinny.
America doesn't look like this anymore.
It doesn't.
You know.
But you know what? There's something boyish about Ben anyway. I'm not really feeling him. He's just not like he's like someone that I would have hooked up with my freshman year in college. He's not like that.
Oh, like he's still like frat guy. Like,
yeah, he's not really manly. Like, he's not ready to settle down and have kids.
No, I mean, what man wouldn't want to sign up for this?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But he's a sweetheart, and he's very, like, down to earth, so I really like that about him. But speaking of couples, Married at First Sight, is such a good show. I love it. But they have some really nasty attitudes on there. So the one girl, no, but let me tell you, girl. So
get this off your chest,
the
honey.
whole
Get it. Come on, bring it up.
is that like it's an arranged marriage. But this one girl, some of them just are not feeling their significant other, but you're married now, so you got to kind of like go with the flow. Like, would you ever do something like this?
Hell no.
Really? I would sign up.
Because I don't like people. I don't like people. And especially, I'm a man eater, okay? So, like, I might like you for a second, but I don't want to deal with you in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Stop playing with me. No.
Yeah.
It would take a very special person, so no.
So you're not mad at these girls who are like, I can't with you, like, you're just not my type, I'm not attracted to you, I want a divorce.
If it's just about type and attraction, no. Like, it shouldn't be about that, but compatibility is hard to find with people. You know, chemistry, sexual chemistry, like those things you can't just look at somebody right away and see it. But no, I don't know if I would be so like, oh, you're not my type. It's more about how we click. Like, do we click?
No, that's true. That's true. I feel you. You. So let's talk about some must-see TV for 2016. Now, this is a must-see TV question mark because I don't know. Let's talk about the new show. It's called Exile, and it's on WeTV, and Karma Electra is the host of it. Have you heard about it?
Where the hell she been at?
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Have you heard about this new reality show?
No, I need to know.
Well, it's 5 couples. Let me make sure I get this right. It's 5 couples. They go through intensive therapy. They have these toxic relationships, and then all of a sudden, 10 eligible singles just arrive on this secluded island with them.
Oh, that's
and then
so messy.
They get
messy.
Isn't it?
That's real
They
messy.
get a new chance of love, or it's just like real messy because it's like first you have these 5 couples, and then they go through this therapy. They already got a bad relationship, and then like a couple of weeks go by, and
so
then
it's 10 singles, 5 guys, 5 girls.
Yes.
So they all have the temptation just floating around.
And so it's like who's going to survive this, or who's going to get exiled, I guess.
So who becomes, is there a winner, or like how do they
at the end, whoever survives through this, they have the opportunity to get married or to just like move their relationship further, but it's a social experiment pretty much, and these people are getting
they better be paying them a hell of a check. I wish me and my husband, I don't care how much we argue, I wish me and my husband would go on a show.
Well, they're not married couples. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend at this point.
I wish me and my man would. No, because I'm getting that ring. I'm not about to get it. No, that's crazy.
Isn't it messy?
And they manipulate them so much, and like, basically like just dangle a little string in front of people, and they do like stuff on TV, and that never goes away. You know what I mean? It's like, I would have a heart attack. I really would.
Well, shout out to my girl Drea Renee. She is one of the singles that will be on the island, and I hear some stuff is gonna go down. Now,
I'm sure it's gonna go down. As a single girl, messiness. I would totally have a whole free for all on that show.
Really?
But I couldn't go on there as a couple. No, I would definitely go.
I don't know if I will even want to go on there as a single. It's just like so messy.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I really want to do something like this? It's like gross messiness. Like,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Ooh.
But I mean,
so is this must-see TV question mark? Are you going to be watching? Get hashtag BHL Reality Check.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be like, damn, she just took your man like that.
Exactly. What? Super, super, super messy. So I love it.
We love the mess.
We love the messiness. And now, speaking of men's, who you dating, boo?
Oh, it's a little chilly in here. Y'all got these vents up,
Yes, we're gonna get good into this interview with you. This is all about you. So, do you have a significant other going into this new year, new boo, or
I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
I'm in a good, sometimes you have to like really boo up with yourself for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Before you can like go deep with somebody. So I'm jumping in the water.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
So how has LA hair changed your life?
Ooh, a lot of ways. That's a really good question. LA LA Hair has obviously changed my life because people know me that I don't know, and it's given me a lot of exposure. It's definitely given me a lot of TV knowledge, and like I enjoy being on television. I didn't enjoy being on television in that capacity. But people seem to like the show, and they like my character for the most part. So it's like, okay, cool, like I get it, but it's really matured me a lot because now I'm at a place where I do what I want to do and I don't do what I don't want to do, you know? And, you know, when you're trying to get to a platform and you're trying to get exposure, sometimes you're susceptible to doing things that are very uncomfortable that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
And at the time, like now that I'm able to look back on it, I'm not mad at my decisions, but I also am like, I'm just so glad I'm not in that place anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just changed my perspective on things. People, you know, I've experienced a lot of phoniness. I've experienced a lot of shady bitches, like just a lot of just shadiness, and, you know, people who aren't confident in themselves, they will try to do anything in their power to try to undercut you or make you look a certain way when you are overly confident, and I just happen to be one of those type of women. And so, you know, I realized a lot about myself. I realized a lot about people, especially in the entertainment industry. You know, it's very cutthroat. But I embrace it all. At the end of the day, I embrace it all.
So you said that a lot of people know you, but you don't know them. How does that make you feel? Does that feel kind of stalkerish? Like, do you kind of, ooh, like, who are these people? Or do you just, you're excited to interact with these strangers, quote unquote, or does it kind of creep you out?
Most people who are Team Angela are so dope and they're so regular, but they're like, "What's up, girl?" And I be like, "What's up, girl?" Like, "Hey, boo," you know. And it's just fun. Like, they're really my extended friends. It's just that I don't know them unless they acknowledge me. Yeah, you know. And so it's weird when, you know, I might go somewhere and people stare at you. Like, you know, like imagine if you just went somewhere and everybody's like turning around looking. You're like, what the hell are they looking at? Like, you know, I'm from Chicago, so we don't do eye problems well. It's like, can I help you? You. Like, can I help you? But so I had to get used to some people being like starstruck or people not really knowing what to say or not wanting to look like a groupie, but just being attracted to like, wow, that's Angela right there, you know? And so I try to make people feel comfortable and just wave at them. If I see that they like clearly know who I am, I'll just say, hey, how you doing? And they'll be like, hey, Angela. Like, you know, it's cute. I think it's dope for the most part. Has there been
anything crazy that's happened to you as far as like what a fan has done?
This one lady, she like reached out to me about wanting me to do her hair for her wedding. And I thought it was cool too. And then she was like, yeah, it's a destination wedding. And, you know, I was like, okay, well, these are my prices and we should do a consultation. And she was supposed to come meet me. And then it was like some kind of freak accident happened and she couldn't come meet me and give me her deposit and, you know, do the consult. And then we were supposed to meet again, or she was supposed to give me a deposit at another time. And then she like told me that her niece was involved in, you know, when those kids like that kids bombing like about 3 or 4 years ago in like in the East Coast, like Connecticut maybe. You know, the
Sandy Hook?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Come on now. Come on, info. Yeah, but she was black and I looked at the Don't laugh.
Come on, Patty. Come on. You could have came up with a better excuse than that.
And you live in Atlanta and you like it just was it was just, she was reaching. Yeah. And so it was like, you just want to communicate with me that badly that you're going to keep this going and you probably aren't who you say you were. Like, I feel like I got catfished. I feel like the pictures that she sent me weren't real. I just feel like everything about the situation was
did you
fake.
Just, like, block her
Yeah, I mean, after she told me this, it was like, she told me about the Sandy Hook situation and she was like, yeah, my sister's daughter was one of the kids in it or whatever. And I ain't see no black babies, you know, on the thing. And so I'm just like, well, why would she just make this up? Like, it's not public knowledge. You know what I mean? And everything about it was weird. Yeah. And I was just like, I don't really want to take that many, like, new customers. You know, I prefer referrals just because people can be
exactly. No, I totally understand that. What has been your highlight of being on LA Hair? During the entire experience, what's the biggest thing that you take from it?
That's a good ass question. Honestly, LA Hair wasn't a good experience for me.
Ooh, give us the tea. Lurt. What happened? What's the tea? Who do you hate? who do you still communicate with?
What? I'm a Christian, and I don't hate anybody. I don't communicate with any of those people. So
those people, yes. Come on, Patty, with the tea.
But you're not gonna sip your cup as I'm talking. Like, cut it out. But the best thing I can take from LA Hair is me having a platform and people being inspired by what they saw of my personality. You know, I'm a sweet girl. I could be nice, nasty, but I feel like what was captured and what was edited was no nice and all nasty, and that's not who I am. So every time I would watch it, it would kind of be like, well, I guess that's kind of like my hair looks nice, because that's the only thing that fully translated.
Yeah.
Everything else was me saying something and then someone else like, yeah, Angela, she's just this and that. So what comes across is that like either everybody's hating on me or I'm just a terrible ass person. You know, and it's like, I'm not gonna say everybody was hating, but I'm just gonna say that when you are strong and confident in who you are, people get intimidated by that, and they will band together with other people to make themselves feel stronger or equivalent to what you are alone. Yeah. And so I just don't have a lot of great times about LA Hair. I'm happy to never see these people again. I wish them well, but you know, the best thing out of it was meeting most of the production team.
True. Yeah.
You know, I've had friends that I was friends with before we did the show, business partners even. And,
really?
You know, now I don't have ties with any of those people, and they just are fake to me. And as much as they try to come across and say I was fake, I'm the realest, one of the realest people you ever meet. And that's just not what it is. So I don't have good things to say about my experience. I have good things to say about my fans. I have good things to say about the projects that I've been able to work on and the way that it's elevated my resume. I have good things to say about what I've learned in LA overall, but LA Hair was no.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's with most reality, unless you have a little bit of control or you're just working with a positive group of people who want to see everyone succeed. It's not a comfortable experience.
It was kind of like, would you say it was kind of crabs in a barrel? Everyone was trying to get to the top or be the big personality.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, naturally, Kim and I had really fiery scenes because we had underlying issues outside of the show.
Ooh. Was this before you guys started?
Yeah. And so the things that you see on the show was more of a translation of bigger issues outside of that, and so it kind of got condensed. Yeah. And so that was real, but because I was pitted as that character, I became one of the most popular characters from the beginning. And I think people got jealous of that, honestly. You know, if their social media numbers aren't rising as quickly, then it's like, oh, who she thinks she is. Yeah. Or, you know, if I don't have to shoot as much, but I make, you know, episodes, then they're like, I'm working twice as hard and she's not. Oh, that bitch. Oh, let me make sure I say this about her. Yeah. You know, and so it was just a huge defamation of character for me.
So you were like the Nene Leakes of LA Hair.
I wish, because that bitch is rich and I'm not. Okay? Shoot, I need a couple more checks before I can start claiming that. But I will say that, like, I'm whatever character on any other show has been singled out and isolated. They're usually the most popular. They're usually the ones that are the best looking. I said it. They're usually the ones that, you know, people can see longevity from. And in my case, that happened to be me. Is that fair, or am I just...
No, girl, this your show. I'm just here to listen and sip my tea.
You know, and it is what it is. Like I said, I don't wish ill against anybody. I'm not trying to single out anybody.
Is there anyone you would want to eventually rekindle a relationship with, or are you just cutting ties and leaving everything where it has fallen?
At this moment in time, I would say no. Yeah. I just have so many just negative feelings about people and them being truthful in one moment and me seeing something else on TV in another. And it's like, how am I supposed to trust you?
Do you think that they were doing all of this stuff just because producers were in production was making them.
Nobody is putting a gun to your head.
Okay.
So I'm definitely guilty of saying certain things. And like I said, I'm nice nasty. So if people are sensitive and I'm gonna be like, your shoes cute, but your dress ain't. Like, that's terrible. That's terrible for real. But at least you know what I feel. At least you know how I feel. And I'm not sitting up here acting like it's one thing and then doing another.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't. I think that they wanted it so bad, or they want it so bad, that they all were trying to big up their personality and be more of this and more controversial in their own way. And, going against Angela, talking shit about me is probably the easiest way for them to feel like they have some drama or something going on. And so I'm not mad. I mean, if that's what it takes for you to feel like you shining is to attack me, go ahead, because I'm going to keep shining.
Well, you are an amazing hairstylist.
Thank you.
You're so good at what you do.
Thank
I do
you.
have a question. What would you do for Naomi Campbell's edges?
Pray for him. R.I.P. I mean, they're gone. And,
is there some kind of serum or...
No, she can go to a dermatologist, and if she has enough hair in another place, they can replace it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not even sure why she's never done that. I don't know if she's been educated on the fact that technology exists.
Yeah.
But she can get a hairline replacement. She might just be so traumatized by it that maybe she's just like, whatever. Or she's like, bitch, I'm still fabulous. I'm gonna put my wig on.
Hello.
And if the wind blow, y'all saw the pictures already. Oh well. And maybe that's how she feel. I don't know. But the sad thing is that these issues can be avoided. It's just that Naomi came up in a time where nobody was really into hair care, especially not in Europe. And, she's going from set to set to set. So it's like millions of people in her head on a daily basis.
Right.
And, so those are the effects of that. Like, you just can't do it. Luckily now, people know how to take care of their hair a little bit more. But I see clients every day whose edges are, walking out the door. And I have to try to revive them and bring them back and, educate them on what not to do. Because most people don't know.
So is there some type of magic hair growth serum? Because there are so many different pills that people are taking, especially on social media. And it's hashtag this, hashtag that. Is there some truth behind that? Can you take a special kind of something and then all of a sudden in 4 months you have 5 inches of growth?
Well, yeah, anything with biotin in it or a lot of the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, they do help promote hair growth and or hair, skin, and nails pills, any of that. I recommend Miel Organics. It's an all natural line, but they have products for natural hair, but they also have hair growth pills, and they have a children's formula, gummies.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's kind of like a cool way to bond with your daughter. It's like, you take your pills and I give you the gummies, and we all just have beautiful hair, but I'm not gonna say it's magic. It's also other things you do, like drink water regularly, exercise regularly, don't put too much tension on your hair, get regular trims. All that stuff plays a part in having long hair too. You can't just pop pills and then do all this other stupid stuff and expect for your hair to be down at your waist. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, but that's just not the way it goes. It's a whole hair care regimen. The same thing is like when you want to like get a nice body, you can't just put on a waist trainer. Yeah, you can't just put on a waist trainer and go eat a 5-piece chicken wing, and then drink 3 beers. Like, you actually have to change your whole lifestyle, So it's the same with hair growth.
So you are such a huge personality. Who's your favorite reality star?
My favorite reality star? I think Nene is one, for sure. I like Kenya more too.
I love Kenya.
Honey gets a rise out of people.
So many people give me side eye when I'm like, I love Kenya.
But Kenya is snatched. She looks great for her age. Yes. No shade.
She like 60.
Oh damn. See, you go there. You need to just plant you a shady tree right behind you, because you give all the shade, honey.
But she looks good.
Can I get a notepad so I can take some of these shade notes from you? Because you know how to do it. When I do it, people try to kill me. I think when you do it, they just be like, that was cute. So I need to learn. I need to take notes. But
Kenya's everything.
Kenya's bomb. She even served when she put out her little single. Yeah. I loved her performance. Like, she knew how to capture the stage. Like, I'm here for Kenya.
Yeah, love her.
Who else do I love? I like Drea. I really respect her as a businesswoman.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that she's making a transition into more serious acting. She deserves all the success. Like, I mean, you know, all the slut shaming and everything they were trying to do with her. Like, yeah, I mean, she probably dated a couple of industry people, but she's a beautiful girl. And she had a vision, and we've watched her execute that vision.
Definitely, yeah.
And take it somewhere that most people wouldn't be able to take it. So she's definitely a fave of mine. What other shows? I love Black Ink Crew Chicago all over. Shout out Chicago, what Chi-Town. I'm happy. I've been knowing Ryan, not on a real close level, but I know who he is personally, and I've been knowing him since I was like 21. So to find out, like, from my clients, like, oh yeah, you know, Ryan do tattoos now, and you know, I heard about his sister. That was like really, really devastating. And so to see him rise to the level that he's at and get a show just all from what he's naturally just doing is really dope. Yeah. And I love the girl Kat on there.
Oh yeah, I love Kat.
She reminds me of myself. Very strong, very talented, knows what she wants, holds no bars, you know, does her work, parties. Like, she just seems like a girl's girl. Yeah. And a guy's girl. And she just seems like she knows how to flow. She does her business. She's just dope. She's confident. Yeah. She might be actually number one. But
really?
Since the show is so new, we have to see the growth.
Exactly.
But I love where it is now. Sometimes with reality shows, they have a great beginning and then it turns so everybody just wants to be you know, or messy, or you know, you come into the laundromat with a full face of makeup on now just because you shooting. It's like, we want to see you look natural. You know, you can have on some makeup, but come on, like, let's not orchestrate all this stuff when you know you don't live your life like that. Yeah. So I hope that it doesn't gravitate towards that, but I love where it's at now. So
let's talk about your new projects and everything that you have coming up.
I'm really excited about 2016. I will say that. So I'm the brand ambassador of an amazing hair company called Girl in Hair. And it is the first hair care line that's specifically for cleaning and conditioning under your weave. Ooh. So it's meant to really protect your hair, clean your hair. You know, sometimes we just be itching and patting and scratching. And we can't clean it the way we want to. And, you know, some people be having a little funky smell because they either not shampooing their hair or they're not, you know, cleaning it correctly. And so these products all have nozzles on them so you can stick it inside of your weave and, like, get it clean, you know, put your conditioner on, and it has a serum for, like, the itching and dryness. So it's a really dope line, as you can tell. Like, I'm just talking about it so much because when I first found out about it, I was consulting with another project that I'll touch on. But as soon as I heard about it, I was like, tell them to send me a sample. I need to see that now. And the scents were amazing. It's really light and fresh. It was it's been created by the owner is a MD, so she really used her medical background to put together a dope product, and it's the only thing out here like it. So I'm happy to be a part of something that's budding at the beginning stages, and I know it's going to be a multi-million-dollar company. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm the senior creative director for Good Hair, which is a grassroots hair salon for textured hair. And so it's more like a dry bar. Like but we don't just do straightening services. We do textured hair, updos, short hair, everything within 2 hours or less for one flat rate.
So when you say textured hair, are you
black girl hair? Okay. Black girl hair. So you know how you want to go to dry bar, but you're like, I don't really know if they can hook me up. Yeah. And some people have had good experience with that, but for the most part with sisters, they don't know how to get our kitchen. No. And what if we don't want our hair fried and blown out? Yeah. You know, we started it in what is that area in New York? I still am trying to get to know New York. But we started it as a pop-up shop, and so we're working on the second phase, which is opening again and relaunching. But we were fully booked for 2 weeks, and we had like 30-40 people on the wait list because women just want their hair done. Like, so we offer trims as well and steam treatments. So it's a healthy hair, clinical services. We only use eco-friendly products, and you're guaranteed to be out in 2 hours or less. Okay. So I'm really excited about going back to New York.
And this will be in New York?
Yeah.
We need one in LA.
I know. we were playing with the idea of doing pop-up shops in different cities. And it's still kind of on the table, but we really wanted to isolate to one area just so we can see how that growth happens at, you know, the first brick and mortar location.
So this is going to be everything. So you can go and get your hair blew out. You can go and just get your natural hair
in a twist out, like not necessarily a twist out, but we can do like wet and go services.
Okay.
So we try to keep everything condensed to that 2 hours.
Yeah.
So most people that, like, if you have really long hair, you're not going to get a twist out.
Yeah.
We could twist it, and
but you're going to take it out.
And you can go out. But yeah, you're going to have to take it out.
Yeah.
But we do, you know, show the customers how to do wet and go services with specific products that make their hair create a curl, you know, or we'll do a blowout, or we'll do an updo, some kind of braided look, you know, bohemian, like, cool stuff.
So it's perfect to go to if you want your natural hair done in an updo for like a wedding or a special occasion, because those are hard to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where so it's like, oh, you know, I'm good at maintaining my hair, but I'm going to this thing and I don't have a lot of time and I don't have time to be sitting in the salon, and it's good for that girl who's she knows what she wants. She knows how long she wants to wait. She knows she doesn't have a huge budget for it. Because that's the other thing. All of our stuff is very affordable. In New York, the prices are sky high. They're through the roof. And so it's not a lot of places that Black women can go with trust.
And there's so many, everyone out there is like natural in New York.
Exactly.
Everybody.
But a lot of naturals don't know what to do with their hair. They're just natural because that's what they were told they should do. And they still feel like they look crazy, or they're not maximizing on like the opportunities with how they can wear their hair.
True.
And so it was a lot of girls that came that hadn't been to the salon in years. And we were surprised that they trusted us to do everything.
Yeah, they're like, just do it.
They're like, I need a trim, I need a steam treatment, I need, you know, it's like, okay, cool. And you know, we were just busting it out. So we built a team. We're still looking for team members. We're still working on the next phase, but I'm really excited to do that in the summertime.
So if people are interested in being a part of that team, where can they go to get more information?
They can go to thisisgoodhair.com, and customers too, you can also see how our service layout is. We're fundraising as well, so if anybody's interested on the investor side, ding ding. But we are looking for excited people to come aboard and just help us really take this thing to the next level, because it's necessary. We need it in our community. And so, yeah, it's going to start in New York, but I know we're going to sweep the country with good hairs everywhere. Yeah. So I'm really, really excited. The other thing I'm working on is, I just launched a hair extensions company. So I'm wearing my hair.
Ooh.
It's called Conscious Curls.
I love it. It is really, it's gorgeous, and I love the color.
Thank you. I colored it myself. The company was started because I wanted to donate a portion to this nonprofit that I fell in love with. And basically the nonprofit is called the Rapunzel Project, and they assist with helping people on chemo keep their hair. So you don't have to lose your hair when you're undergoing chemo treatments anymore. They have something called a cold cap, and it like freezes the follicles and your hair doesn't fall out.
Okay.
So you don't have to be bald just because you're undergoing chemo. Now the issue is freezers for the cold caps aren't in these chemo units. And so you have to figure out your own way to keep the caps frozen and swap them out and stuff like that. So what the Rapunzel Project does is basically supplies freezers for each chemo unit throughout the U.S.
That's so sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, so Conscious Curls, we just donate 15% of my earnings to the Rapunzel Project, and then it just helps, you know, spread the message and gives resources and everything for people who are going through chemo. It's sad.
That is so sweet. That's awesome. And so where can we find more information about that?
You can go to my website, AngelaCStyles.com. I sell 5 textures and closures and frontals. So I'm kind of a one-stop shop for hair extensions now. We're working on wigs and U-part wigs. And
for wigs.
Yes, everybody wants wigs now, you know, and so I'm like, nobody wants hair. But it's so many hair companies out here.
Do they come colored already, like dyed?
No.
Girl, you need to send me that color.
I have blonde, and I do have a stock color that's similar to this, but I've added more dimension than what the stock color is, so I don't want to false advertise.
Yeah.
But we are putting the colors up on the website. I'm still working on a lot of things. You know, when you start working, like creating your own brand, it's such a long process, and it's so many things you don't realize about e-commerce and, you know, marketing, just all of that. So I'm like at the very, very beginning stages of Conscious Curls, but it's, you know, it's going to grow and flourish into something amazing.
Yeah. Are we going to see you on TV? anytime soon in the near future?
Girl,
2016.
You just asking all the good questions. I'm definitely looking for other TV opportunities. You will not see me with those people on screen. And I mean, I'm okay with taking a step back. I've been on TV for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And last season I didn't get as much exposure, but I'm kind of okay with not. I'm praying for the right type of opportunity.
And what would that be? If you could have your perfect pitch, if someone came to you with a perfect pitch, what would that be?
I have a couple. Would you like me to pitch them?
Yes.
Is this a business meeting now? What are we doing? But I like to discuss beauty. I'm all about beauty talks and, you know, just talking about...
You're on YouTube, right?
I am.
Hello.
I do a more tutorial-based stuff on YouTube.
But that's so hot. Like, that's what everyone wants to see.
They do. And, like, I would love to get more into pop culture and, you know, talking about things the way that you are. My life is also pretty...
Don't be coming for my job because first it was Portia. Portia just stay on row high. She on all the carpets. And now you... I can't.
We in this together, honey. We in this together. You know, that's the problem is they think black girls, we all gotta be fighting for the same job.
I'm all about that black girl magic.
We gotta come together. We gotta rally together because, you know, we have different personalities. I have something different to offer than you do. You know what I'm saying? And so I will be coming from the professional tip standpoint, and you will be coming from the shady truth. And we would come together and discuss these things. You know what I mean? But so I would love something like that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I have a pretty cool life, especially with all these different avenues that I'm working with now. You know, I would love to just let people see who I really am. You know, and my family and like just the crazy shit I go through sometimes. Yeah. I just want to be captured in the way that I actually am. Yeah. You know, even less makeup, less hair, just kicking it, doing fun stuff. You know, I would love that. Or just me, my beauty life. Like I have friends in the industry, like anything but the way that I've been shown, honestly, I would be about. So I'm just going to do a lot of praying on it and a lot of working. Yeah. And we'll see what comes and we'll see what pulls together, but don't count me out. Don't count the kid out.
Absolutely not.
Don't count her
And I don't think anyone is. I think that everyone's rooting for you. Everyone, you had such an amazing, strong personality on LA Hair. And I think that people want to see more of that authentic personality on reality TV. So whatever avenue it may be, you're going to be like, everyone's going to be so excited to see you and your fans are going to like... be rooting for you, girl.
Girl, you about to make me.
Now, I do want to say one last thing before we wrap up. You did mention baby fever earlier. Is there any way in the future, in the near future, you would think about settling down and, you know, just being that wife or significant other? Because, you know, marriage isn't for everyone, but it's kind of hard. A lot of people in the industry now, they can't decide if they want to juggle like both a career and family, so they just stick with the career and just go full throttle with that. Like, how do you balance that life?
It's so funny that you asked that question. I think within the last like year, I've become a lot more domestic and a lot more open to like love and finding a partner and offering someone that partnership. And so right now it's kind of just all about it being the right timing. Yeah. You know, I'm actually ready. I'm not ready to be a mom yet. I do have baby fever. I'm always like, oh, little baby.
They so cute, long as you can give them back.
Cute. Oh my God. Like, I like kids. Like, I like the whole thing. I'm a very good keeper of time and efficiency. And so I know that in that craziness, I'll be able to handle it. And I like telling people what to do. So, you know, I know that's going to come from me. I'm just not sure if it's like that soon, you know? Because I still want to make a couple million. You know, I want to have a great foundation.
Tell me, Jesus,
you know,
Lord.
I want to have a great foundation for my kids, and I still want to see the world. I still want to know that my mate and my partner is the person that I know and trust for sure. I think, you know, in this day and age, people just getting pregnant I was about to say next. People just getting pregnant out here, like back to back. You know.
Hello, Masika.
Yeah.
That was real messy.
It's like, how you dating him for a week and then a few months later you just pregnant? Like,
that don't make no sense.
And then you tweeting about it all the time. And I don't know. It's just, that's kind of lame to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, be more careful. Because I know anytime I've dealt with a dude, I either use protection. Got a plan B, or put myself on birth control. I don't understand how...
that's a responsible thing to do.
I mean, some people don't believe in plan B. So if that's not your belief, that's fine. But be smarter about where you opening your legs up and who you're doing it with. Exactly. And I don't want to see you blasting somebody on social media after you made the decision to let them insert themselves inside of you and plant a seed. Like, keep that private the same way y'all kept y'all sex private. I don't want to hear about that. And it just looks dumb. Like, I really have a strong feeling about girls being naked on Instagram and females getting pregnant overnight by dudes that they don't know. And it's just like, I'm not trying to be judgmental, and I know things happen, but we got to do better as young women. Like, we got to demand more. We have to decide what our future is going to be like. And, you know, some females just looking for the come up. So
absolutely.
That's just, I'm about to go off on a tangent, girl. I really dislike a lot of... So anyway, to go back to your question, I would love to shut my social media down and be about my unit and my family. But until that person comes along and says, like, let's be a team, let's do X, Y, and Z, I mean, it's just all me. So I'm not going to just quit. So all I have is my career. That's my man right now. Those are my kids. Conscious Curls is my child, you know? And these other brands are my stepkids, you know? And so until I can replace that, that's what it is.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All of your friends find you on social media?
Angela C. Styles, honey. That's what I do. All of my platforms are the same. I just started doing a Periscope channel every Mondays. It's called Mentorship Monday. So tomorrow, you know, I talk about different things about the industry and the beauty industry and just being a woman and just going through life and all of its stuff. And it's usually around like 7 p.m. Pacific.
Okay. And what's the handle for that?
It's on Periscope, but you can find me under Angela C. Styles or through my Twitter. But everything is all the same. AngelaCStyles.com and more. So.
And everyone, you can find me at Ashley Gray TV on Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us. Hashtag BHL Reality Check. Happy New Year, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.